my knees start shaking. No, I messed up and I did it. Gosh darn it, I was on the show. Hey guys, I'm Joey King and I'm here with 17 to take a look back at my career. This is then versus now. I have been acting since I was 4 years old, so I'm gonna tell you all the ways that my career has changed since then. My first job was a Life cereal commercial. I remember filming it like it was yesterday, actually. I was really excited and it's still my favorite cereal to this day. Cinnamon Life, to be exact. I was a kid, I was just having so much fun. I do remember though when I spilled the milk, I started crying. And like everyone on set, I remember including my mom, was like, no, it's okay, that's a good thing. It was really cute. And I started crying. I was like, no, I messed up. So yeah, I remember that very vividly. Oh man, that's a good one. How long it took me to memorize my lines then? It would take me a few hours. Probably I would beat myself up about it. I'd have to read over and over again. I'd be like, oh gosh, like I gotta get this down. And then now, I'm pretty good about like looking at it maybe once or twice and it's in there. I've got great short-term memory. Long-term memory is crap though. Oh boy, well, how long I took in hair and makeup really depended on the project, of course. I mean, as a kid, mostly like 10 minutes, like they're not gonna put tons of makeup on a kid. Although, for the movie Quarantine, I did have to have a lot of prosthetics and all this blood on. So that was probably the longest. And now, I guess, well, for press and stuff like this today, it takes me about, like 2 hours to get cute. But on set, they can hopefully do it in like, 45, depending on how puffy I wake up that morning. There's a lot of factors in there. Ooh, my favorite costumes then. I loved my costume in White House Down. I got to wear this like cute little like octopus like shirt and all this like stuff, and I got to keep some of that stuff too, which was really cool. I still have it in like a box somewhere. Now, I don't know. It's hard for me to say because with stuff like The Act, they were so different than what I'm used to wearing in, a show or a movie, which is basically dressing like the character that I'm normally playing or that I have played before. This was a bit different. I got to wear some pretty wild costumes, not just when Dee Dee was making Gypsy dress like, in oversized clothes, but then when Gypsy was doing her video chats with her boyfriend, she would wear quite the outfit. So I got to play a lot on that job. How I choose roles then would be to go in an audition room and do my best and be like, oh God, I hope I get it, which was great. I mean, I had so much fun doing that, but now I'm very lucky I get to be more picky. I read a lot of scripts and I like have some ideas of like what I do want to do. Sometimes I'll present an idea to a studio and they'll either like it or not like it. So I'm a little bit more capable of choosing, which is so fortunate. My acting inspiration, oh geez. Then, it's not that my acting inspirations have changed, it's more that I've discovered more people. And I think my inspiration now is Patricia Arquette. I love her, I loved working with her, she inspires me. I mean, for different reasons. Before I even worked with her, she was also really high up there in my inspirations then too. What kind of roles mattered to me then versus now is actually pretty similar. I think like if a role speaks to me in any way, shape or form, it doesn't matter what I have done or what I want to do. Like, I don't have like this like map out of my career, this like 5-year plan or anything. Like, I just basically do what makes me happy right then and there. With this role, like the in-between, I loved this character's just journey from being like closed off and then opening herself up to love. And just like, it's a movie that spoke to me and felt right, and so I wanted to do it. Then the next several movies I have are very, very different. So I want to keep myself on my toes. That's a really good one. My level of stage fright, then 0. No fear of stage. Like, could talk in front of tons of people, no fear. Now, I don't know what happened. My knees start shaking the minute I hear that, like if I see more than 12 people sitting in front of me in like an audience. So I guess maybe when you get older, you become less like uninhibited or something. I don't know, or maybe like your fear of humiliation just grows as you get a little bit older. And I'm fine with humiliating myself. I've done it plenty of times before, but for some reason, just being in front of a crowd versus like what it used to be, no nerves then, lots of nerves now. My favorite movie to watch then, Brother Bear, for sure. Best movie ever. Now, Brother Bear. Actually though, I really love that movie. It stayed with me forever. It's like the most nostalgic film to me. It's my fave. But now, I used to be like a serial repeat watcher. Like every movie, I would just watch movies on repeat, so I wasn't watching tons of new films. Now I try to make it a point to watch like something new, unless I'm like very, very tired, then I'll put on something I've seen already, just so I don't feel bad falling asleep to it. But I try to open myself up to a lot more new movies now. Dream co-star then was, well, if we're talking then, like little, was Dylan and Cole Sprouse on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I did it, gosh darn it, I was on the show for 2 episodes and it was amazing. Now, well, I got to work with Kyle Allen on The In-Between. I had the best time, and so that, like, when you get to work with someone like that, who's just an amazing scene partner and an amazing person off screen too, that's a dream co-star, because you just get to have a blast doing what you love to do every day. The advice that I would give myself then versus now, I think it'd be the same. Both. I think I would tell myself, people are gonna be pretty mean on your journey up to where you're gonna get to, but that I have like a huge love of life, and I have like a kind of like childlike view of life where I try to view it in a nice way most of the time, and I don't want to lose that. Sometimes I don't view it like that, but be nice to myself when not everyone is nice to me, maybe. Then, the very first time I was ever recognized was at my sister's 13th birthday party at a bowling alley for The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I signed paper plates. I didn't have a signature, I was like 7. So I just wrote Joey in strained writing. Now, I'm like, don't look at me. No, I'm just kidding. Now, it's really still very exciting to me, because it means that people have seen my work and it either resonated with them, or they thought it was funny, or they just, something about it stuck with them. And I've had some interesting encounters too. Not all of them are nice, which is unique, but the nice ones I'm very grateful for, and I'm so appreciative when people take the time to watch anything that I do, and then if they want to tell me that they loved it and they liked it, it's very welcome. Social media then versus now. Then I was like, oh my god, I want an Instagram. Now, I've got very confusing feelings on social media. I'm addicted to it, but I'm also a little wary of it. I feel like it is such a great way to just directly tell people what I have going on and like what they could see. And that's always really fun, because I'm very proud of my work, and so being able to promote it is a big privilege to me. Meeting other celebrities then versus now, I'm still very excited when I meet some celebrities that I love, then and now. Then it was, you know, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, and now, I mean, I've got a lot of people that I want to meet. I'm a big fan of David Sedaris, the author, and his sister Amy Sedaris, and that whole Sedaris family, actually. So I'm big fans of them. Would love to meet them one day. My biggest goal for myself then versus now, then was to, I don't know, I mean, I guess it's still the same. Like, I wanted to tell myself, which I feel like I've done an okay job at doing, is like, don't ever do something because you feel like it's the right move. Do it because you like it or love it, and the career-wise anyway. I mean, for example, like with Kissing Booth, a couple people like told me that I shouldn't do it. They were wrong. So I mean, it's just like, go with your gut, and you'll make mistakes, and I've made plenty, but I don't regret them, because it's part of my journey, and I'm not trying to be like anyone else. I'm trying to have my own path. So I've really enjoyed just kind of going with my gut then and now. Tell me how you think I've changed over the years in the comments. Bye! That bye sounded like the monkey from Nickelodeon, where he's like, hi, I'm Paul.